Hey A-Team, and on today's DIY, we are going to be making a magical crystal witch's ball for Halloween, and we are using a snow globe from the Dollarama, which is $1.50, and we are also using a candle mantle, which is $4. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using those two things. We're also going to be using some Mod Podge and some glitter, and I think I'm going to be using the iridescent glitter for this globe to make it into a witch's ball. Also, once we have everything mantled and put into place, we will be painting it and mossing it up to make it look extra spooky for this Halloween. So let's get right into this Halloween DIY and let's go! What we're going to do is we are going to heat up our hot glue gun, and we are going to take out the guts, the stuff that's in here. And it's just instructions on how to actually make a snow globe, but we're not doing a snow globe, so we can put that back in and we can top it. Of course, I always take my stickers off because I'm just like that. If you don't have the glitter, you can get glitter $4 at the Dollarama. And we are going to be making up some paints, and some Mod Podge. It's really going to be less than $10 to make. And these usually are so much more. So we have our hot gun already heated up and ready to go. So all I'm going to do is I am just going to do a little hot gluing to make sure that we can secure it down properly. Okay, so now that we have done that, so let's go ahead and get this centered before it dries. Perfect. Okay, so that has been glued down. Done. So we'll turn off our hot glue gun for right now because we'll moss it after we get it all painted. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and paint it out, and I'm going to try to use the rest of this black paint, and I'm just going to paint it black for right now. Alright guys, so we have painted this out black, and what we're going to do is just go ahead and let this dry. And once this dry, we'll go ahead and start our globe. While we wait for this to dry, we're going to go ahead and start our crystal ball, our witch's crystal ball, or our magic crystal ball. I think magic crystal ball is probably the best thing. So we'll say magic crystal ball, just to be proper about it. And we can actually just use the lid to keep it propped up. And all I'm gonna do is take this iridescent chunky, and I have iridescent fine glitter that came in these $4 12 glitter shaker packs at the Dollarama that I've used for I don't know how long now. You've seen me use these time and time and time and time and time and time again over all these DIYs, so you know that's definitely worth the value for sure. Because I'm gonna just add some in there, and we don't want too much, we don't want too little, we just want enough so that we can glaze the inside of this crystal ball. And make sure that you get it all over. I love the fact that this is kind of milky. It'll dry clear. Okay. So let's go in there and we'll start to glitter this up. And I'm just flaking it right now because at the moment I kind of just want it like flaky kind of. Right, so we will wait for those two to dry. I'm hoping that I don't have to recoat it, but if we do, we do. No big deal. And then we'll put our final touch, a coat of paint on this, and our fairy lights inside the globe to make it light up so it looks really pretty at nighttime. All right, second coat is on there, so we're just gonna let that dry and then we'll be back. I kind of wanted a changing color to go with it. So what we're gonna do is, I got these cute pumpkins and they have like a different light, all the different lights that go with it. And these are $2.50, so what we're gonna do is we're just going to go ahead and pop out the bases, and I simply popped it out with a knife. So once you do have it popped out, it'll look like this, okay? And then what we're going to do is show you the final piece once we get there, but you're gonna have to kind of keep that just loose inside your globe because there is a section on the back for the batteries that come with it, so which is really cool. But right now, that's what we're gonna do is we pop that guy out of here and we have our light for our magic crystal ball, and we just painted some silver acrylic paint that I got at the dollar store on the cap just to kind of make it look like it's actually metal, but really it's not. Okay, so the silver has dried and we're just going and putting in the moss, our $1.50 moss, which I have already done, and I've basically just pre-glued it in between the lip and the lid of where we kind of attached it. And I'll bring it up close so you can see it a little bit better. So the moss is in there and it's in between the lid and the lip. And some of that is just the silver paint that I put on there. I think I'm gonna leave it black for right now, but I might silver it up. I might make it a little bit more evil looking, but right now I think it looks really cute, solid with the black. And yeah, there's a couple of touch-ups I think I have to still do, which I will do, so we'll touch that up for sure. You can definitely glaze this with some Mod Podge after so it doesn't chip. Now that we have that all done, we are going to be using our light that we got out of this $2.50 pumpkin that I found, and it's just a light up Halloween pumpkin. I tried to use these pucks for the pumpkins, but it was a little bit too wide to actually put the snow globe in there. So I came up with a nifty idea to buy one of these Halloween pumpkins, and these are actually new. They light up and they have different kind of colors. Well, we just took this out and all we did was it's just glued in there, really cheaply glued in there, so you could just pop it off with a butter knife to get in there and to pop this guy mechanism out. Now, there's batteries in the back and your switches on the back as well. So what we're gonna do is, let's go ahead and put this guy finally in here because this is completely done for our fortune teller witch's ball, or our magic ball, or I think it's a fortune teller ball, but I mean, you can do a magic ball, whatever you want. But for our fortune teller Halloween ball, and there it is, you guys. It's pretty cool that it lights up, so you can definitely keep this lit up during Halloween. You can put this into a centerpiece as well, which is really, really cool. But for, I don't know, merely less than $10, you can make this yourself, all from Dollarama items. And I will turn off the lights to show you what it actually looks like in the dark. Okay, so here it is, guys. And do you see how I used the glitter inside the ball to make it kind of like iridescent and really illuminate and sparkle and glitter? So that's what I did do, and this is only by using a candelabra, a little bit of moss, and a snow globe, and a light up pumpkin that are brand new to the Dollarama. All right, and there is an easy DIY that we have done. You can replicate this in your own home, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and enjoyed making this yourself. Thanks so much for tuning into today's video, and on that note, we'll check you on the next one.